Namaste, good evening. I am Naveen Gursidaya. I empower students, employees, and business owners as a self empowerment coach to overcome challenges in their lives and make them achieve success, peak performance by enabling them to go deep within. Welcome to today's live session with me. Today being a Friday, looking forward for some real good discussion on the topic being how to feel better whole day and every day. I have, based on some of my own practices and also some of the research which I have done, I've come up with these pointers for the day, which I'm pretty sure when implemented yield a lot of success because all of them, not just almost all of them, whatever I'm going to discuss today, I have implemented myself and seen a lot of success. So, with that, I would like to thank all my friends who come here online with me live every day at 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time without fail. Some have been there consistently, giving me company here, sharing their valuable inputs, asking me important queries, and mentioning various aspects very relevant to the topic of the day. So I would like to thank all of you who have been coming live every day, and I also thank people who have been watching the replay and dropping in their comments and also likes. So please continue to do that. People who are live, please put in hashtag live. People who are watching the recorded replay, please do put in hashtag replay. So with that, before I begin the topic, let me see who all have joined. Gulshanji joins us. Namaste, Gulshanji. Thank you so much for joining in. Truly appreciate your time. Rupashri joins us. Thank you, Rupa. Hi. Thank you so much for joining in. Thanks for hashtag live. Thanks, Mukta. Thanks for hashtag live. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate your time. Mithil joins in. Thanks, Mithil. He uses YouTube to join us. Thank you so much for joining in, Mithil. Hi. So we have Mukta, Rupashri, and Gulshanji who have joined us on Facebook, and Mithil has joined us on YouTube. Awesome. So we have a good number of people who have already logged in. So keeping that in mind and respecting your login on time, let me start today's topic. How to feel better whole day and every day. It's sometimes we might have noticed that feeling better is all intermittent and feeling bad is also intermittent. Okay, so but for us to live a happy and contented life, it becomes very important that we understand what are all the ways in which the human body is structured, what are all the ways in which our mind works, and how both work in coordination, of both function in coordination. There are some of the pointers which I'll be discussing here which make it very important and beneficial to our system, and also they are very simple. But what we do due to a very hectic lifestyle, which the modern day is in modern day is a major challenge, we forget them, or rather we turn a blind eye. So let's take a look at what are these. So I've tried to bring in some 8 pointers, which are very simple and relevant to each and every one of us. Okay, so before that, I would like to request you to kindly log into my website, naveenguru.com. It's undergoing a major overhaul. Not it's not undergoing a major reconstruction, but there are a lot of upgradation. Let me use the word upgradation. There are a lot of upgradation coming in. My video making coach And Digital Mithil is helping me a lot in making the website or the experience of the website really wonderful. So please do visit. Okay, first pointer of the day: read a book instead of reading forwards on the phone. It will help you unplug. So, when we say stay connected, it's also important to understand what is unplugging. Many times, if you see these days, it's WhatsApp or Telegram and even any other social media, though it has a lot of advantages when it comes to networking with people or when it comes to communications, they have these social medias also have their banes or the ills, right? We need not have to invest too much of our thoughts and mind into trying to know what are these negatives and positives, but real simple as to read a book every day in order to unplug or unwind rather than take up the mobile phone, watch all those comedy clippings which are there or which are being forwarded on Facebook, or people who send those comedy videos on WhatsApp, the forwards on WhatsApp. They're all the memes. Memes take up a lot of time. We're trying to, once we see the meme, we like it, then we want to forward it to many people. And when we forward it, we can't forward it to more than one, some of the forwards, and we can't forward more than five. We waste a lot of time. Instead, and also one more thing is those updates, those notifications coming in from news apps. Most of them these days are really sad, with people of the celebrities who committed suicide or corona updates. All of that makes our mind go really low. Hence, the best thing to do, instead of reading for time pass or to take a break, best thing to do is take a book and read that rather going in for all of these forwards. That will keep your mind in a good state. You'll have a good day as well. Many people have Kindle or tabs to read a book, or even the Kindle edition is there on the mobile phone also to read. So at least that is better than reading all those forwards. Though it emits blue light, not advisable, but something is better than nothing. So please do read a hard copy or a hardcover book which is on paper, printed on paper. That would be a better option than going in for any of the electronic devices. So that's the first one. Second one, drink at least 2 glasses of water 20 minutes before meals. This has been mentioned in Ayurveda, and the recent research in the Western world and even in India has said that drinking water while having meals and drinking water immediately after meals is not healthy. I'm sure this is a well known fact, but it's important for us to consume water. We spoke about it yesterday as well. So what do we do? So before we have fixed timings, right? We as a students or employees or even business owners, we have fixed timings for lunch. Especially people who have a hectic schedule do not have fixed lunch timing. So that's also a good practice to have fixed lunch or fixed timings for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So when we know that we're going to have lunch at so and so time, drink 2 glasses of water, and just don't stick to that. You can drink water 1 hour later as well, but here the input is, or the pointer is, to drink 2 glasses of water 20 minutes or even 30 minutes is also fine before any meal. So that helps regulate the digestion process, regulate the temperature, regulate the chemicals which are there in for digestion. So most of the food which we eat gets digested and gets converted into energy rather than becoming fat. So that way we need not have to run extra miles to burn off all that fat. By drinking 2 glasses of water 20 minutes before meals, we are bringing down the scope of formation of the fat itself. So I have Chinmay who joins us on Instagram. Thank you so much, Chinmay. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate that. So Chinmay, do put in hashtag live in the comment section. And the topic of the day here is how to feel better whole day, every day. That's the topic. If you have any queries, please do put them in the comment section. I have two comments which have come in on Facebook. Let me see. Mukta says, very true. And Mukta also says, agree with point two. I never drink water while eating. Perfect practice. So please do continue to do that. And also try and share and teach others. Meenal joins us in. Hi, Meenal. Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate your time. And thanks for hashtag live, Meenal. Okay, now let's move on to the third pointer. If you guys are in AC rooms, especially people who are in corporates, in your workplace, your home, or wherever you are, if at all you are in AC rooms, then try to get fresh air as much as possible. If you are in non-AC rooms and you're already getting fresh air, you're thinking you're getting fresh air, but if at all your rooms which is having a lot of people, then it's not fresh air, it's the respired air. So wherever you are, if at all you are at home most part of the day, these days, yeah, people working from home, yeah, most part of the day we are at home, and everything settles down, we get into offices. Please do walk out every now and then to get some fresh air. Fresh air brings in a lot of energy. The fresh air gets inside the lungs, and that fresh air gets pumped into the blood as well. Good amount of oxygen gets pumped into the blood, and that regenerates our system. So, but what we do is when we get into offices or we get into colleges or any places, AC or non AC, when we get inside, we are so occupied with whatever we do. It can be work or studies, attending lectures, attending meetings, or attending to customers. We do not have time to walk out and get some fresh air. Keep this in mind to just go out and get some fresh air for 10 minutes and then come back in. If at all you are in a polluted place, let's say you are having a shop or you're having a showroom or an outlet, anything which is in a commercial area, which is in a polluted area, going there out is not getting fresh air, it is getting polluted air. So try to get fresh air as much as possible. Maybe before getting into your office, which is in a polluted area, or after getting out of office, go to a certain distance where there is fresh air, do take that in. We have Ria joining us on Instagram. Hi, Ria. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for making time away from your busy lectures in college and coming here. Truly appreciate that. So we have Chinmay and Ria who are on Instagram. Do put in hashtag live, Ria. That would help me with my insights. And the topic of the day is how to feel better whole day and every day. You have any questions? Please do put in the comment section. Ria and Chinmay who are on Instagram. Let's see some of the comments coming in from awesome people who have joined us on Facebook. Hi, Sangeeta. Thank you so much for joining in and thanks for hashtag live. Appreciate your time. Okay, Shekhar Uncle joins us after a long time. Thank you so much, Shekhar Uncle, for joining in. He says, hi, Naveen, very good and useful subject you have chosen. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So far, we have covered a few pointers. You'll get an update in the recap, or also I would request you to watch the replay for the first 15 minutes, Shekhar Uncle, to get an idea. Otherwise, you will get a hang of it, I'm sure. So please do give us company in going ahead with the upcoming topics. So, okay, for people who've just joined in, like Sangeeta, Shekhar Uncle, and Ria, let me just touch upon the 3 pointers which I've spoken so far under this topic. First one is read a book instead of reading forwards on phone. It will help you unplug. 2, drink at least 2 glasses of water 20 minutes before meal. And 3, if you are in AC room or non-AC room, Do get fresh air as often as possible. Whenever you get a chance, do get fresh air. Moving on to the fourth point, have at least one sugarless day in a week. I know it's really difficult for especially the sweet tooth to not have sweets or not have sugarless beverages, but at least try to have 1 or 2 days. If 2 days is too difficult, at least have one day in a week. It can be a weekday or it can be a weekend. Have one day in a week to be away from sugar. Do not have anything sweet. Do not have anything, any beverage which has sugar in it. And also that day, try to eat only healthy food and no fried food. Some people have a habit of fasting and not eating anything any day, the whole day. So that is not what I'm suggesting. That's up to each and every individual how they can take up fasting. But what I'm telling here is to have a regular diet, but no sugar that one particular day of the week which you fix. Okay, so that's for point number four. Point number five, expose yourself to the sun for at least 20 minutes every day. And this exposure should not be happening during midday when the sun is above the crown of the head, or 12 noon. It has to be somewhere between 7 and 8 in the morning. That's when the sunlight is very tender. That helps in the formation, natural formation of vitamin D. I'm pretty sure most of you know this. Those of you who did not know, I'm glad you got to know. But if at all life is such that it's just really really hectic, and you the because of your lifestyle you cannot expose yourself to sun, or by the time you go to work it's dark early in the morning, and by the time you come out of it, come off your workplace, it's again dark. Many people will have different reasons not to get exposed to sunlight. Make an attempt to get exposed to sunlight. Very good, especially between 7 and 8 in the morning. Else, if you can't do that, we have very good vitamin D supplements out there. Do consult your physician and ask for what dosage you need to take. Probably, if you consult a physician, your physician will ask you to go for a blood test and find out what limit of vitamin D you have. And that is going to tell you whether you need a small dose or a big dose. But if you do not want to go to the physician, these days it's not advisable. If you do not want to get a blood test done, have mild dose of vitamin D every week. Okay, the highest dose is 60,000 IU. That's usually given if people who are vitamin D deficient, it's given once a week, or people who are a little better, it's given once a month. But if you do not know what your vitamin D count would be and do not want to go for blood test, no problem. Have minimum dosage of vitamin D on a weekly basis at least. So that can be like 1000 IU, one per week. One tablet of 1000 IU per week is something which is in healthy limits without any physician's consultation. If you can't expose, that is, I'm telling you to take supplements. If you can't expose yourself much to the sun between 7 and 8 in the morning, do have vitamin D supplements, because they again keep your mind in good state. They pump in a lot of strength within your system and keeps the brain alert. Vitamin D is really important. Earlier days, primitive man or a primitive human being was exposed to sun a lot, and people who reside in the villages, people, especially the farmers who are exposed to sunlight most part of the day, if you have seen, they do not have any diseases, they do not fall sick often, because they have ample supply of vitamin D when they are working out there in the sun. That does not mean that you have to go there and stand in the sun the whole day or try to mimic a farmer's lifestyle, but at least with whatever lifestyle you have, Try to expose yourself between 7 and 8 in the morning to the tender sun, or have minimum dosage of vitamin D supplements. Let's see what are all the other comments, real awesome comments which are coming in. Sangeeta says, seriously, it is a right practice to keep healthy. That is, exposing to the sun is what she's saying. Thanks, Sangeeta. Thanks for that pointer. Sun is missing mostly in winters in Europe, and winters are long, cold, depressing. So, what do you do, Mukta? Vitamin D intake is the only thing people have as an option in Europe, and also in the in people who live up north, closer to North Pole, and also in Northern America as well, in Canada and upper states of United States of America. So people who are in the tropical region, closer to the equator or this side or that side of the equator, have ample sun. But yes, I totally understand the geographical reasons behind what Mukta is saying. It's difficult to get supply of sun, so do go for vitamin D supplements. Okay, so that was a fifth pointer. To be happy, not related to health or the human body system, don't have credit cards. I had a lot of credit cards. Usually, what happens is people who start earning, okay, people who are new to their jobs, maybe people who have lesser than 1 year experience or more than that, or like let's say around 5 years experience, when credit card companies call them up, it becomes a prestige issue for them and they pick up this credit card. That becomes a major curse for the entire life. What people are pampered with the credit card, they go on a shopping spree nowadays. Ordering online or shopping online has become a fad for which credit card is being used. One is we do unnecessary online shopping, and two, credit card, if we don't pay on time, add in a lot of financial charges or fine, penalty, and also interest. And some of the credit cards, they say that the first year is free, and second year onwards they start charging, and we would not be aware of it. We just see that when the credit card statement comes in, we see what is the amount due, and we go and end up paying. But these guys are making a lot of money. Never ever have credit card. Dr. Mahesh, who used to join us every day today, I think he's busy with a dental case. He asked me that I've been given a call by a credit card company. Should I go and get a credit card for myself? I said, I strongly suggested him not to go for it, and he did not go for it. And man, he's happy. So please do not buy using your credit card. Buy from your debit card or buy with cash. These days, most of us, we do not do cash transaction. So whatever money lies in our account, keep a separate amount dedicated for spending, and even a buffer for some extra spending. Let's say you liked something and you needed it, but buy from debit card or buy it with cash. Do not buy using credit card. You don't have a credit card, well and good, no problem. Some of the employees are given credit cards by the company. Those are corporate cards or corporate credit cards, and in some companies it's mandatory to have because they are traveling and they need to use that so that the company pays. So in such a case, that's fine, because the company pays for the credit card bills. The bill goes to the finance department and they pay. But there also you need to be careful that you're using the card only for company related official expenses when you're traveling, like your meals or um, accommodation payments. Do not use that credit card for personal reasons at all. If you have to buy something personal when you're traveling on official duty, do use your debit card or your cash. That it'll keep you happy, not just every day, but it'll keep you happy for throughout your life. So please do keep that in mind. Don't go for any credit cards. I've done that. I've burnt my fingers, not just fingers, I've burnt my hands badly. Now I want to cancel the credit cards, but the credit card companies are not letting me cancel. They say that you can file for cancellation, but then I get another phone saying do not cancel, have it, and then they want to increase the credit limit and all of that. But I was fed up with all that. So what I did, I just bundled up the credit cards and put them somewhere in the cupboard. I don't know whether cutting or tearing the credit card and throwing it away is a good option. So I didn't want to take the risk. So what I've done is I put a rubber band around them and then stashed somewhere in the wardrobe. Even if I want to, I don't know where they are. So don't have credit cards. Buy with cash or debit cards. Okay, so the seventh pointer of the day is letting go. So don't pile up these disappointments or don't pile up these small, medium, or big failures. Don't pile up the setbacks. Don't pile up bad experiences with people. If somebody said something, how could he or she tell me so and so stuff? How could he or she insult me? How could they call me names or how could they accuse me? Do not get into all that. Just let go. I've told you how to get rid of toxic people. Put a imaginary label on their head saying they are toxic. That itself is good enough for you to keep them away. One. Two, letting go. And yesterday I told you, right? Try to get within yourself about meditation, all that I spoke about. That brings in a lot of spiritual highness within you, and just let go. Forgive and forget people. Develop this habit of letting go, that is with people. Another aspect is letting go negative thoughts. Those thoughts in my Empowerment for Excellence coaching program, I call them as minus points. Those negative thoughts which cause hindrances, those mental blocks, just let them go. Flush them down the toilet or tear or burn them after writing it on a paper. Just get rid of them. Let go all the negativity in your life. You'll have a happy day and happy life every day. Eighth is holding on. Hold on to those well wishers. Well wishers are in today's modern world, well wishers are very much in short supply. So, whoever they are, if they are a handful or if they are more than that, do hold on to them. Do have that connection, do maintain that relationship, and also enhance those relationships. Good friends who give honest feedback or a healthy criticism, do appreciate their existence in your life and hold on to such relationships. And all the positivities which you have, those hidden talents, unearth those hidden talents, recognize those talents, and those skills which you already know you have, those hold on to them. All the positive thoughts which you know you certainly can do it. Some people are really scared and they say they can't do it. It might be their negative thoughts, but you have certain positive thoughts, right? You know what your positive thoughts are. So do hold on to those positive thoughts. Negative experiences, negative incidents, or negative thoughts, do not let them eclipse the positive thoughts. That is the reason you need to let them go and hold on to all that is good and positive in life. So, these are some of the pointers I wanted to discuss today. Hope they were very relevant and you found them to be interesting. That brings me to the end of today's session. If at all you have any comment or a question to ask, please do feel free to do that. And I would like to say that my uh, course, which is Empowered Memory Blueprint course to enhance memory, is working really well. It's an online course for 5 days for 500 rupees. I'm getting real good feedback from people who have taken up. We have Sangeeta who joined in, Meenal, Mukta, Rupashri, Gulshanji who joined us here. I've taken up that course and I'm getting good feedback from them. I'm also being given some of the mistakes which have happened. They've been very nice to point out the mistakes. I've been correcting them as well. Some of the silly mistakes which were done while recording the videos. Thank you so much for all of that awesome support ladies and gentlemen. I have got some comments here. Let me see what they are. Mukta says everything is possible if one is willing to do. Rightly said. Dr. Mahesh joins us in. Dr. Mahesh, I was referring to you. By the way, thanks for joining in and thanks for hashtag live. I was mentioning like 10 minutes back that once you had asked me that a credit card company had called up and you were asking me, should you buy that credit card? Should you get that credit card? I told you not to do that. I was talking about that because one of the pointers was not to have credit cards, pay with cash or pay with only debit card. So, a real quick recap: read a book instead of reading forwards on the mobile phone, it will help you unplug. Second pointer is drink at least 2 glasses of water 20 minutes before meals. Third pointer was if in AC rooms, try to get fresh air as often as possible. AC room or non AC room, try to get fresh air as much as possible. Have at least one sugarless day in a week, which will help you eventually get rid of consuming too much sugar or going towards zero sugar. Fifth, expose yourself to the sun for at least 20 minutes in a day, especially between 7 and 8 a.m. in the morning. Else, take vitamin D supplements. Sixth one was don't have credit cards, buy with cash or debit card. That's what I was referring to my conversation with Dr. Mahesh sometime back. Letting go, let go everything that is negative and hold on to everything that is positive thoughts. Let go negative thoughts, negative people. Hold on positive thoughts and positive people. Please do also visit my YouTube channel, Empowerment for Excellence, for a lot of videos on self empowerment and also interview of people who implemented their own strength by going deep inside and saw success. So, with that, I would like to end today's session. So, thank you so much for joining in, ladies and gentlemen. Truly appreciate your time here on a weekend. So, have a great weekend. Take care, stay healthy, stay blessed. Thank you so much.